Isn't... Oh, wait, that didn't happen yet.
That didn't happen yet.
Oh, my God. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The timelines.
And I'm watching 2005 Raw and SmackDown, so, like, I'm constantly getting the roster confused. That's all right.
The timeline.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Royal Rumble's 2008 Universe. I'm Jordan.
I'm Robert, and we are in week 2 of June. And we're gearing up for Night of Champions, our next pay-per-view, which is in 2 weeks from now.
That's right. We've got some crazy matches like Chris Jericho versus The Undertaker, as well as Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy.
Yes, very exciting. But let's not beat around the bush. Let's go right to Raw, which is in Columbus, Ohio this week. City and state today. The very first match for Monday Night Raw features the new team of Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison versus the tenuous pairing of Intercontinental Champion William Regal and his potential challenger for that title, Shelton Benjamin. So this is our first look at Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison as a team, but also on the other side, they want to determine who the better grappler is, Regal or Shelton. During the course of the match, Shelton and Ziggler were in the ring, and we had some major miscommunications between Shelton and Regal, both eventually clotheslining the other accidentally. Morrison and Ziggler took control of the match from there, making William Regal bleed. Eventually, they would hit the zigzag big boot combination, and as the pin attempt was being made, Shelton dove into the ring to break up the pin, but instead hit the referee. And when it seemed that all hope was lost for Regal and Shelton, Regal was able to lock John Morrison into the Regal stretch and make him tap. Post-match, Regal gets blown off by Shelton Benjamin, who appeared to be frustrated. In the second match, Natalya demanded a rematch with Ashley after being humiliated last week. Both jockey for position. Ashley brings it to Natty, but Natty does not hold back. Natalya hits a Nat by nature and then locks in the sharpshooter, and it's over. Ashley taps out. In the third match on Monday Night Raw, we get MVP versus CM Punk. Both men go move for move. MVP hits a playmaker's boot early, but Punk is able to kick out. They brawl on the outside, and Punk gets MVP back inside just before the 10 count. Punk hits the running knee and locks in the Anaconda Vice, but MVP manages to escape. MVP hits the pay dirt and picks up the victory. After the match, MVP gives the boots to a downed CM Punk. CM Punk will not forgive this. Match 4, we have Triple H versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio not even waiting for his entire entrance. He charges the ring to start the match and erupts a huge brawl. Rey hits a 619 and a splash, but Triple H eventually hits that devastating spinebuster, followed up with the stump pull, and pins Rey Mysterio. What is happening? That is the same finishing combination he used to beat CM Punk in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. So already some wild action on Monday Night Raw, but this main event is not going to be any different. We've got the World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton taking on Jeff Hardy. Let's go to the ring. And here he is, my World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
And there's that beautiful Raw nameplate.
Yeah.
Which I like. That's like such a cool feature in the game. They used to do that. So it's nice to see that make its return.
Yeah, and I really enjoy Randy's champion entrance here.
Me too.
Like that he's carrying the title instead of just randomly putting it around his waist.
I feel like every character in the game should have a unique championship entrance.
100% agree, because hardly anyone just wears it around their waist and walks to the ring.
Yeah. So hopefully they overhaul that for the next 2K WWE game, whatever that might be. But
Good
who knows?
luck.
For now, we're in 2008 here in 2K19.
Yeah.
And there's World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton, who defeated Triple H in the finals of the Gold Rush tournament at Backlash to win the title. And now, after last week's match between Jeff Hardy and Marcus Corvon, we now have a new number one contender, and his name is the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, so I just wanted to... I didn't want to wait, you know what I mean? I just wanted to put them in a match as soon as possible. You know, Randy clearly had an issue, and that's why he was at ringside last week, wanted to see what was going on. And I don't want to wait for them to touch, man. I want to see what they've got.
And it's interesting to note, too, that Jeff Hardy and Marcus Corvon both lost to Randy Orton in the tournament.
Yep. But here he is, the number one contender, as you had pointed out, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Jeff is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So it's fun to see him here, that you have him in the World Heavyweight Championship picture.
Yeah, I mean, he's too popular to not, you know? People love Jeff Hardy, so I want to give the people what they want. And this is obviously his original singles entrance music.
That's right, No More Words.
People love this song. So
yeah, and I don't necessarily understand the people that say that it's his best entrance music, because it's definitely not. But
it's all right. He's a singles competitor. He's not part of the Hardy Boys right now. Oh, look at this. A show of sportsmanship from Randy Orton.
Oh, and Jeff not even getting the opportunity to fall for it. You can't trust the Viper. The bell rings.
Here we go.
Randy with that headlock takeover and a kick to the back.
Trying to realign the spine of Jeff Hardy here. Wow, 3 in a row.
Just really wearing him down. And like you said, Randy Orton has had a chip on his shoulder this entire time.
Definitely. Picking him number 10 was the best thing that I could do for him, but the worst thing that I could do for everybody else.
That's true.
Jeff threw an X Factor in there.
Oh, and a big drop kick.
Vintage Orton.
And Hardy coming back with another jawbreaker and a big forearm, taking the champion down. Jeff with his headlock takeover of his own. And a nice neck crank there.
They're already getting after it, man. This is awesome. Side Russian leg sweep.
I'm sad that it's not in these games because he doesn't do it anymore, but he used to roll through the Russian leg sweep and follow it up with a pinning combination.
Third jawbreaker there, and clear that Jeff is focusing on Randy Orton's face.
Yeah, we got that signature sit-out jawbreaker from Jeff Hardy.
Jeff just wants to prove... Oh, here we got a cover.
One.
I was going to say, Jeff just wants to prove that he belongs in the ring with Randy Orton here.
Yeah.
Another vintage dropkick by Randy Orton.
Jeff Hardy's back up on his feet, and Randy clotheslining him to the outside. Referee beginning the 10 count, of course. Hardy sidesteps Orton. And now if Jeff is able to pick up a win against the champion here, that's going to carry so much momentum into his championship match at Night of Champions.
Oh, absolutely. Because I think to this point, Orton has not been defeated as well. So, Jeff carrying a couple losses here, so it's going to mean a lot more for Jeff to win, especially against the champ.
Yeah. But like you said, Randy Orton's been on fire lately, having won every match that has been put in front of him. Oh, wait a minute, and a twist of fate connects. And it looks like Orton's in the drop zone.
We know what comes next. Uh-oh.
Can we see it? Oh, Orton moving out of the way.
The Viper slithers out of the way and then just collects Jeff Hardy and rings him up on the ropes here.
The disrespect, and now cover 1, 2. Barely a 2 count.
Yeah. Randy was primed for an RKO, but Jeff reversed it and then missed a crossbody. Another vintage dropkick by Randy Orton.
Randy is really just showing off with those dropkicks here. Orton potentially looking for something else, but Hardy counters into another twist of fate right into the cover. 1, 2.
Orton gets out. Wow. 2 twisted. That one came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Seriously. Nice clothesline in the corner there. What is Jeff planning to do here to put Orton away?
And these two, of course, no strangers to one another.
Jeff stretching out the back that Randy Orton was working on earlier, apparently.
And Jeff does not know where to run. He's trying to pick a corner, and he does. Referee.
But Randy Orton stirring on the ground there. Uh-oh. Jeff maybe took a little bit too long.
Randy sidesteps.
That was an ugly little botch sequence there, but Orton throws the pointed elbow drop down, and we'll forget about that.
Wrenching back on that neck, but Hardy gets out of it. Oh, but Randy lifts him up, and there's that giant neck breaker.
God.
And
there you have it, folks. Randy Orton did a wrestling move.
Randy Orton used to do that move all the time back in like Evolution and stuff. Orton hits the stomps, and now he's coiled.
RKO
connects, cover. 1, 2.
Thanks for coming. What?
Jeff Hardy kicks out of the RKO.
I can't say that anybody so far in this universe has done that yet.
I think Triple H might be the only one.
And Hardy's up and fighting back already.
Plants him with a DDT, and now Orton's bleeding.
Jeff has busted the champion open here. And it continues to work on the neck and face of Randy Orton. And
now Jeff going to the top rope one more time, perhaps looking for another swanton. Connects. Cover. 1, 2. No! Randy Orton gets the shoulder up just before the referee's count of 3. The crowd is going crazy. Jeff Hardy. Clothesline. Atomic drop.
Uh-oh.
Double leg drop. And a drop kick. Jeff Hardy has completed his comeback.
Vintage Hardy.
Leg drop to that elbow.
Trying to weaken the arms of the Viper so he can't pull off the RKO.
And a third twist of fate connects. Cover.
Oh,
1, 2.
Wow. Orton will not die. Oh, my God.
This is pay-per-view quality here. For free on Raw. Hardy. Reverse twist of fate. Cover. 1,
2.
And Jeff can't believe it.
He's frustrated.
Orton backdrop and a kick to the back again.
Uh-oh. We all know that the slower pace works in Orton's favor.
Cover 1. Jeff, it's not going to put him down.
Again with that knee to the back, right on the kidney.
And after missing that swanton bomb at the start of the match, Hardy's back must be demolished. And here's Orton with the stomps.
More stomps. Every appendage, every hand and foot.
A big stomp to the face. But Hardy pops back up.
With a stomp of his own. Another neck wrench. Oh, man.
And Orton
with a big shoulder block. Uh-oh. The Viper is coiled and ready to strike. RKO. 1, 2, 3.
And there you have it.
What a brutal match.
What a match. Randy Orton narrowly, I would say very narrowly escaping. But I don't know. Jeff Hardy, all the credit in the world goes to him.
He survived against the top on Raw, man. That's, any other match, I think, if Jeff was against anybody else right now, he probably would have won this match. But Orton is just, right now, is too good. And the champ obviously remains the champ. It was non-title here, but, showing the battle scars of just one fight with Jeff Hardy. So, who knows what's in store for their future.
Yeah, that's right. They will be competing against each other one more time, at least, at Night of Champions in 2 weeks. But for now, Randy Orton won tonight's battle. But who will win the war between Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton over the World Heavyweight Championship?
What a main event. That was, from present day, takeover quality good, in my opinion. But so obviously we see Randy Orton defeating the number one contender, Jeff Hardy, in a non-title match. They will face off again, so stay tuned for more of that action, because that match, I believe, is just the tip of the iceberg for the two of them. We also had Triple H versus Rey Mysterio in an ongoing feud that's it's gaining a little bit of steam, and they're kind of both pretty pissed off with one another here.
Absolutely.
We also had CM Punk versus MVP. We had Natty versus Ashley, where Natty picked up the win via tap. She tapped Ashley this time. Ashley won last week. Natty won this week. And then we also had William Regal, the Intercontinental Champion, teaming up with Shelton Benjamin, who he defeated at our first pay-per-view Backlash, taking on the new team of Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison in an insane match that had so much going on.
Yeah, there was so many big moments in that match. And personally, that was my match of the week, if you looked across both of our shows. But we're going to dive into SmackDown now. From Omaha, Nebraska.
Ooh, flyover country.
The second week of June kicked off for SmackDown with Edge versus Batista. Of course, Edge bringing Ryder and Hawkins to the ring with him. The crowd was firmly behind Batista throughout the whole match. Edge hits a spear to Batista on the apron to the outside of the ring, knocking Batista down. Batista able to overpower Edge on the outside and regain some control. Batista hits a big spinebuster, but Edge is able to kick out at 2. Batista follows it up with a Batista bomb, but Edge able to kick out yet again. Edge is able to successfully hit his comeback and win the match via the Impaler DDT. Edge has all the momentum in the world on his side right now. Match 2 saw Tyson Kidd take on The Big Show. Kidd once again proving why he's the Cardio Kid. Kidd lands his spinning fisherman neckbreaker, but Big Show kicks out. Both men wind up brawling into the crowd and ignore the referee's count until the very last second. Big Show goes for a spear, but Tyson Kidd is able to counter into a DDT, causing the Big Show to bleed. Kidd is able to lock in the sharpshooter and forces the Big Show to tap out. D.H. Smith joins his tag team partner in the ring to celebrate a huge victory. Big Show just can't seem to get a win and has been on a consistent losing streak. Match 3 saw Divas champion Beth Phoenix take on Maria in a non-title match. Beth goes for more power moves, but Maria is not playing around. She's getting in just as much offense. Using her speed, Maria is able to avoid some big moves and counter the champion. Beth begins hammering blows onto Maria and quickly overwhelms her, leading to a deadlift glam slam into a submission, leaving Maria no choice but to tap out. Before the 4th match, JBL is seen walking into Mr. Kennedy's locker room before a commercial break. Back from commercial, we see Mr. Kennedy versus Shawn Michaels in a rubber match. Mr. Kennedy looked to take out Michaels, and JBL appeared before the match to stand in Kennedy's corner. Shawn Michaels lands a huge pile driver on Kennedy and is in firm control for a majority of the beginning of the match. JBL trips Shawn Michaels during the match, allowing Kennedy to gain the advantage. Kennedy slows the pace down and begins picking apart Shawn Michaels, but HBK manages to stay alive. Kennedy hits a flatliner, but Shawn is barely able to get the shoulder up. HBK tosses Kennedy up in the air and connects with a sweet chin music, but JBL helps ensure Kennedy gets a hold of the ropes. Kennedy hits a big move and manages to pick up the upset win against Shawn Michaels. And so next, we have my WWE Champion Chris Jericho in singles action against Christian in a non-title match. Jericho has been asking for weeks for competition, and Christian has answered the call. And like I said before, the champion has been demanding competition. He's beaten The Undertaker. He's beaten Batista. He's beaten Bobby Lashley. And tonight, he goes one-on-one with Christian. Non-title match, but a lot at stake here.
Yeah, I feel like it's safe to say if Christian's able to put away the champion here, he'd be next in line for a title opportunity.
It seems like it. Also, 2 weeks from now, we said, Night of Champions, the main event set, Chris Jericho versus The Undertaker in a rematch from the main event of the very first episode of SmackDown. The WWE Championship on the line. Jericho defends against Undertaker. You've got to wonder if Jericho's mindset is more focused on Taker than he is on Christian tonight.
I mean, he definitely shouldn't be looking ahead because Christian has been on a tear all his own on SmackDown, so.
And here comes Christian. That's right, you said before, Christian's been on a tear. He's defeated Zack Ryder, he's defeated Kurt Hawkins, he's defeated Edge multiple times. Of course, losing effort to Edge at Backlash.
Yeah.
but this is Christian's first time we're seeing him since then. Big opportunity here for Christian.
Definitely, and it's always a huge opportunity when you get to face the champion, be it for the title or not. But obviously non-title here will help him reset where he belongs in the hierarchy of the SmackDown roster.
That's a great way to put it. We had just witnessed earlier, we saw Jeff Hardy challenge Randy Orton for a non-title match.
Yeah.
But looked incredible in the process.
Yeah, even in the loss he looked good. So hopefully Christian here, hopefully he could pull it out, but if not, at least have a showing somewhat at the level of what Jeff Hardy was able to accomplish on Raw.
I've always been a huge fan of Christian.
Yeah. I think one of the more underappreciated talents ever.
Absolutely. And here we go. We're getting started. Jericho with a big DDT, kicking the match off.
Not wasting any time.
No, and Jericho just staying on top of Christian. Jericho considers himself one of the greatest of all time. But Christian is able to come back with that neck breaker. Jericho staying on top.
Ooh. Big back suplex there. That was nice.
And shoulder block. It's now Christian on the offense.
Reasserting himself here.
That neck snap.
I feel like the Christian's probably got to keep the match a little bit faster. Keep the speed and the momentum up for it. Where Jericho's going to want to slow it down and just work him really hard.
Exactly. Jericho's been in the ring lately with some bigger opponents. So this is the first time someone kind of matching his speed and size a little bit.
Yeah. Cover opportunity, but it took the referee 6 years to get around the ring, so there was a kick out almost instantly.
Jericho getting Christian back up to his feet, and Irish whips him into the corner. Clothesline and a bulldog. Vintage Jericho. Cover. One, but Christian able to kick out.
Not yet. Just not enough yet. Was hoping to steal one there early so he wouldn't have to go through this whole match against Christian.
And look at that arm drag.
Nobody really on top of this match yet, I don't think.
No, they're still
kind of feeling each other out.
Working for control. And Christian applying that pressure to the back and the upper arms and shoulders of Jericho. But Jericho is able to counter out. And Jericho picks the legs. Could this be it? Already.
Can he roll him? Oh, there it is.
Locks in walls of Jericho. Christian's
got to get to the ropes. He's not even trying. Oh, my God.
Oh, but Christian able to flip Jericho over. And now Christian slinging Jericho up onto the top rope and throwing him backwards. Connects with that elbow drop.
Where's Christian headed? To the top?
Going to the top rope. Wait a minute!
Uh-oh.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
He caught him in midair with the code breaker and a cover. 1, 2, no!
Wow!
Christian able to get the shoulder up. I don't know how.
I can't believe that. They weren't doing anything in this match. And then the biggest spot of the week? Holy shit. That was
Jericho,
insane.
That modified figure 4 leg lock. And Christian fighting back. But Jericho knocking him down, and now we see Jericho going to the top rope. What's he planning here?
Oh my God.
Moonsault! And a cover. 1, 2. Wow. Christian able to kick out again.
The resiliency of Christian. Unbelievable.
Christian able to counter Jericho. And what's he got planned here? Lifts him up in a face buster. Let's sit out face buster. Oh, small package. 1. Oh, Jericho able to kick out of the small package. Mr.
Damn.
Paul Smackage, as he likes to be referred to. And Christian tilt-a-whirl backbreaker and his comeback.
Uh-oh.
Christian now going to the corner.
See a frog splash here? Yes. Connected. But Christian does not go for the cover immediately, and that might be a mistake on his part.
Christian just trying to rip the arm out of Jericho. And look at Christian looking to flip the switch. But Jericho able to counter.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Crucifix.
Wow.
Cover. 1, 2. Christian almost pinning the champion. This crowd alive. Everyone's standing.
That was a beautiful crucifix.
What a sequence. And Christian's got to stay on him here. Stay on the champion. Jericho playing a little bit of possum, it looks like. And wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Jericho.
What was Jericho trying to do there?
He tried to run at Christian, but Christian did not sell up.
Oh!
And now the face wash has Christian bleeding. Jericho now
That was
making this
ugly.
personal. Code breaker. Second of the match. That's got to be it.
That's
It's
insult to
over.
injury. That's
Jericho cover.
2. Oh my God.
Christian somehow staying alive.
His face is broken right now. Like,
What is Jericho going to do? Jericho removing that turnbuckle pad.
uh-oh. I mean, the face wash.
And now the referee's back is turned.
Uh-oh.
Christian getting Irish whipped into the referee. But wait a minute. Counters.
What is he? A
Texas
cloverleaf?
Cloverleaf. The
Oh my
cloverleaf
God.
was applied, but Jericho in the ropes. Christian having to force the break.
Christian may have a broken nose here, I think.
Christian once again going to the top.
Oh my God.
Frog splash, but Jericho gets the knees up at the last second.
Oh no.
Christian able to stay alive though. Back elbow.
Wow. Oh my God. I thought for sure after the knees coming up, he would be the one to...
Jericho back first into the corner.
He set the corner. That's why he had to go into it. That's the rule.
Jericho picks the
Oh,
legs.
no.
Wait a minute.
If he turns him over towards the center of the ring, it's got to be over here.
Christian in the
That's
middle.
it.
Jericho's got him locked in.
Nowhere to go. He's got him dead to rights.
And
That's
Christian has to tap out.
What a
Jericho
crazy match.
surviving a match against Christian. I would barely even say he won, but he survived. And here's the champion Jericho celebrating with his title. Wait a minute.
Oh,
There's the dead man, The Undertaker. And Jericho, he's got to face the dead man at Night of Champions.
very, very interesting development there at the end. Oh my God.
Man, what a main event on SmackDown. Two great non-title matches for both Raw and SmackDown this week. Big fan of it. Big fan.
Definitely. I mean, Christian put it all together except for pulling out the victory. I mean, He may have a broken nose. I mean, that face wash instantly caused him to start bleeding. So he's probably got to get checked out by a medical professional in the back, I would think.
Yeah, we'll have an update for Christian's condition. Stay tuned to our Twitter account at Royally Rumbled. But yeah, that does it for another episode of this 2008 universe. We had some awesome matches on SmackDown. Of course, Divas champion Beth Phoenix on her road to face Melina goes through Maria, picking up a non-title victory. We also had Shawn Michaels losing to Mr. Kennedy as United States champion JBL getting involved. We also had Big Show tapping out to Tyson Kidd's sharpshooter. Natty
Crazy.
picks up a win on Raw with the sharpshooter, and now Tyson Kidd picking up the win. So just crazy episode altogether. Edge, of course, defeating Batista, gaining some momentum.
But these main events, man, I want to know who everybody thought was the better main event, because both matches were very good. So let us know in the comment sections. Find us on Twitter or Instagram. Let us know in those comment sections. Reply to the episode announcement and tell us which main event was better. Raw, Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy, or SmackDown, Christian versus Chris Jericho.
Yeah, go ahead, leave a comment in this video on YouTube. Give us a like, and feel free to subscribe because we put out episodes once a week. But our schedule might change because Robert is about to have a baby.
I am. He's due in the next 2 weeks, any day now. So it could literally happen as we're recording the... No, I'm just kidding.
So make sure to send Robert and Amanda your best wishes. If you would like, you could find him on Twitter and Instagram at Yesball.
But don't just follow me. If you're going to follow one of us, you should follow both of us. You should follow Jordan at JL24FPS on Twitter and Instagram as well.
That's right. So thank you, everyone, for watching. For Royally Rumbled, I'm Jordan.
I'm Robert.
And we'll see you next time in 2008.